Hey there, guys. Back to some pixel art streaming. This, like previously, is going to be a bit more laid back. Ended up being busier around and after dinner than I expected to be, so did not actually prep anything else. Meanwhile, we do still need assets for the pixel art, so that is what we will be doing. Making some more of those, just kind of hanging out and chilling. And one thing I would like to attempt to make here is my printer. That's one asset that my 3D printer, my Prusa, as opposed to the Ender. I like the Prusa better than the Ender. Don't tell him though. I'll make him sad. So that is what we will be attempting to make here. Let's see. Need a little bit more of a vibrant orange. So it doesn't need to be red, but it needs to be a lighter red orange. Let's see, that's heading towards brown. Yeah, you know what? This is gonna be close enough, I think. Let's see. So, make the screen first, I guess. Whoops, this is not the tool I am used to using. There we go. I guess I could have just drawn a square, but that'd be too easy. And where's my center line? Actually, you know what? Mirror. That will tell me where my center line is. So anyway, yeah. As mentioned, obviously just a bit busy this evening. There's things to do. We'll survive though. Would have liked to do... I mean, it's one of those things. I'm not saying that I dislike this pixel art and that you shouldn't be watching right now. Just one of these things where we only did the one project so far this morning, so I would like to get something a little more substantial done. Well, I guess I personally got done, obviously setting up the power strip, which I'm very happy about having finished. But for the stream, that's not something that you get to see. So this is not something you get to see. I'd like to be able to post more. Do that. I'm wondering if that's a little too thick, but I guess we'll see where it goes. Whoops. Cannot draw a straight line, evidently. There we go. Let go of the click button before I accidentally screw it up. And I guess this is a good opportunity to explain to you what a 3D printer is, or how a 3D printer is put together, in case you are not familiar if you are watching this channel and are not here because of 3D printing, which frankly is the majority of my audience at the moment, interestingly enough. So 3D printer, we got two motors over here. Draw them in, and the motors drive screws, which, let's see, this is, I guess I'll make them too wide, the screws, these screws. So this will be the Z-axis. Then you've got the X gantry on most printers. There are different types of printers, but the X gantry is going to exist on the Z-axis on many of the mainstream ones. And actually, I don't want this to be mirrored because they're going to be slightly different. Basically, this X gantry is going to run the X direction. And on this particular one, on the Prusa, this gantry right here has 2 parallel bars keeping it in place with a belt in between. And one of those things, at this scale, the belt's going to be a little bit difficult to see, but I'll just draw this single line in here for the belt. Whoops, Control Z. So we got these rails with a belt moving this gantry back and forth. This gantry is moved up and down by the Z-axis, and then down here on the bottom, we're going to have the bed. The bed is what they refer to as a sling style bed. At least that's what I've heard it referred to as. And that moves forward and backwards. That's the Y direction. So we got Z, X, and Y on a separate system. Technically speaking, there is a frame down here that holds these guys aligned. One of these things where, let's see, maybe, trying to think of how to not make this so obvious. I mean, obviously that's not going to work, and that color's not going to work. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave that frame off there. One of those things. It is a representation. It is not actually the thing itself. So now this is interesting that it went darker down here. I don't really get that. So I get... Let me look at it really quick. I thought dithering, again, I did some reading up on what dithering is supposed to do. And dithering, I was told, is just a whole bunch of dots. You know, just basically speckle shading. And that does not appear to be what this tool is doing right now. Just trying to color these screws was the point. And actually, let's back up a second, because technically speaking, boom, 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 boom. So this should be actually here. There. That way I can animate the screws later on when we get to that point. And I probably should extend this. Whoops. Control Y. Extend this screw to the top. There we go. And actually draw the caps on here. So, whoops, that is not how that works. There we go. Wrong orange. There we go. So that is the Prusa, and then basically we're going to have, and again, coloring is probably a little bit meh. Let's pick that black, I guess. So then we have this center part right here. And maybe we should make it a little bit smaller. Nah, I think it's going to be that big. So here on the x-axis, this is the last part of the printer that we'll talk about, because there's not much more to it. This is the nozzle. So the nozzle goes and prints plastic. And you know what? This probably should be 3 wide. I was thinking, it's one of those things, I was using the mirror tool, right? So with the mirror tool, you can only get even numbers. and the what you call it, the canvas, derp. The canvas is an even number, so this is always going to be off center. That's why I originally gave up on trying to make it 3, but there we go. But we will change my mind basically at this point, and we will go ahead and print in blue, I guess. So it takes plastic from up here, and I'll draw this spool up here, and melts the plastic inside of this box and deposits it on the build plate. The build plate is the y-axis, the sling that I told you about, going back and forth. Let's see. Good. Hopefully this stands out a little bit. We'll see if it does. Yeah, it stands out enough. And technically speaking, the Prusa one goes in the back and does this. And then I'll go ahead and use the actual black, wherever the actual black actually is, for the spools. And let's make the other one red or green. We can make the other one green. Let me see what the dithering tool does to this guy. Yeah, see, it just makes it transparent, right? I'm not, again, entirely sure. Dithering, as I understood it, was supposed to put little dots inside the cell, but that does not appear to be doing that. Now, maybe it's a matter of dithering at this level. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking maybe it's a little further out, but not seeing it. So I'll go back to the lightening and darkening. Just to add some texture to these spools. Actually, I'll go ahead and make this a full spool over here, since we haven't tapped into it yet. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that's basically a printer. In case you haven't seen one yet. So let's go ahead and duplicate. And one of these things, animations for this guy, is going to be a little bit interesting because let's see if we color match this. It's a long-term animation, right? Like I could be here forever. Okay, yeah, that's the right color. I mean, unless it, so here's the problem with the way I draw this, right? Drew it straight on, so it's going to be hard to animate the y-axis. And if we just go back and forth, I mean, we got to go back and forth and upright too. So it is a long process of animating this guy if we do want to do that. Which I do. I do want to. It's just going to be a process. Actually, you know what? I probably shouldn't have. I should probably just animate this layer first, is what I should do. So let us, let's see. Do this. Do I have a color select? Ah, there it is, color picture. Just so I can get the right color here. And then this is just black right here. And then that and that. Drag that down. Drag that down and flip them. Oh, don't flip them. I can't flip them actually. Yeah, so instead we'll duplicate that guy and slide him over. Hey, come back here. Don't do that. There we go. And let's do this. Maybe more like this. I'll fix that in just a minute. Maybe more like that. Fix the frame. Let's slow this animation down a little bit. Are we pulling too hard on the right hand side? We might be pulling too hard on the right hand side. Let's fix that. Yeah, I think that might look a little bit better. This guy still looks like he's pulling too hard. And maybe come back here. Move this down a little bit. Yeah, or up. I'm not sure if it's better down or up. Let us see. And then erase, 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 erase. Nah. Put it back. Now, for the bed. How am I going to animate the bed? Perspective's a little hard from the straightforward. I mean, it's one of those things I can darken it, but that's like what all I can do, right? I mean, can I really shrink it down at this size? Let me open a preview pop-up so I can make it a bit bigger. Yeah, I don't know about shrinking it down. We can, however, darken it. So, let's see. How do we want to... Maybe we duplicate this again. And duplicate this again. I was thinking maybe 3 back and then 3 coming forward. Let's see, this is right, center, left. Maybe we don't do that. I'm just looking at the preview window right now, and I'm thinking a little bit of asymmetry in the movement isn't terrible. So, let's go ahead and darken this up. And see how that looks. No, nah, that just looks like we got a strobe light going on. Okie dokies, that is not going to work. Alright, let's back up a little bit then. Huh, how am I going to... Because I'm coming straight on, it's a bit difficult. Maybe this is one of those things I just think I leave to marinate in my brain. Let me pour myself some more coffee really quick. And get a towel just in case I totally screw this up, because this day has been going something along those lines. But we'll survive. We got coffee. Okie-dokies. Now, next question is, should I be animating the spool while we're at it? I guess we may as well. So, let's line these guys up. Lighten these guys up, darken these guys. What did I do here? Why did I kill that one frame? I do not know why I killed that one frame. Whoops, Control Z. Maybe I just accidentally clicked it when I tried moving down. I guess maybe that's what happened. Actually, having the bottom one a little bit darker does make sense, right? I mean, this, frankly, spools do not spin this quick while you're 3D printing, but this is art, so we are going to accept it as is. Alright, now I am thinking we're going to add another... Actually, maybe I save this. Save this. Whoops, come back here. Z1. Save. Save in browser. And then save Z2 in browser. And now I can copy, or copy like that. Oh shoot, that is something I forgot. I forgot to put the motor over on this side. That's why I said these were going to be asymmetric to begin with. So we're going to have to fix that really quick. And grab that guy. Grab that guy. And grab something a bit lighter. Okay. And drop that in there. Copy, paste, paste, paste. And it looks like I did not repair the axis right here, which is not good. Scary music. Alright, let's try this again. Save that as Z1. Save in browser. Save as Piscal. And now Z2 save in browser. There we go. So now we can go ahead and grab this like I was planning. That did not work. Wrong hotkey. I guess. Nope, not wrong hotkey. Or maybe right hotkey. Shift? I thought I tried shift. Alright, I guess I did not. Symmetric draw. Grab that color. Symmetric draw. I should have done this on the first one. Actually, I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. We can copy and paste it because we're going to have to fix this filament anyway. So let us redraw these guys. Okay, I'm going to keep this guy as a reference right here because we need to go opposite this. Alright, cool. Darn. Get back to the color you were supposed to be. There we go. Alright. Boink. Boink, 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 boink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we can go ahead and copy that over here. And color you in. Cool. And one of these things, as I mentioned, yeah, all right, I guess I can just copy all this. No, I can't copy all of it. What I can do is, what do I need to copy? Because all this just gets dragged straight up. So I guess it's just the rails that I want to copy. Did I just delete again? What happened? No? Okay. So now let's copy the rails just so that it makes my life easier. And I guess I could have copied the rails left and right too instead of doing them by hand. And I guess I want to copy that too because that was covered up by the x-axis, x gantry, whatever you want to call it. Alright, now we just need to fix the filament, it looks like, and then we can move on with our life. Grab that. Black. That was not the correct tool. Alright, good to know. It did not paste over any of the, what do you call it? Transparent parts. So good to know that's how that works. This guy. Make sure we get the right color blue. Doink, doink, doink. And you. Maybe. Yeah, you're going to be interesting. I'm not sure how exactly to draw you because you're at such a violent angle here. I guess it doesn't look terrible. Somebody's losing their nozzle though. That's not good. Cool. Alright, and now we can come back to our blue color. And we can draw something. Yeah, not sure what it's going to end up being. Wrong rectangle tool. And save. And rename to Z3. And let's get this bottom drawn up first. So this is going to be opposite of what is above. And then we can go ahead and draw these guys in. then we can copy, whoops, Control Z. Copy this over here, I decided. Copy though, not actually drag. Never mind, that's not gonna work. I take it back. It's okay. We'll just do it by hand. Doink, 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 doink. Doink, doink, doink. Whoops. Doink, doink, doink. So it's interesting. I said before that I should do my research, or that I was going to do some research on streams like this and see how exactly they go, because I do not normally watch streams similar to what we're doing right here. Did I lift up more than 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. No, that should be the same amount. Trying to figure out why. Huh. Did I delete it first? Is that what happened? Or did I just copy and paste? Yeah, I think that's what happened. Okay. Yeah, I think I copied and pasted beforehand. Is what happened last time. Okay. So anyway, back to what I was talking about before I distracted myself. I don't watch a lot of art streams or anything like that, so I'm not terribly familiar with how much talking really goes on and whether or not I need to be constantly talking, how much I really need to be describing. I suppose the describing part really depends on what style of art stream it is, but one of these things meant to do some research and did not do any research. So that is going to have to get done at some point, so I know how exactly I'm okay, that is changing. Didn't look like it was changing. How exactly I'm doing with this, because I don't know what the expectations are, as I believe I mentioned before, for these styles of streams. Do 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 do. There's that. I'm trying to figure out why I have so many blues. I feel like I shouldn't have so many blues in my palette, but evidently we do. Where's my symmetry tool? Oh, symmetry tool is not going to work because I am off-centered to begin with. Kind of want to do this, but lighten it up, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's more or less right. Let's see. That's going to be here. And then there. Yeah, I guess that will work. Okay. Huh. Did I not slide the head around in Z2? Did I screw that up? Let us open up another page, create sprite, and double check to make sure that I did not local saves Z2 load. Okay. Nope, I did move the head around. Okay, good. Couldn't remember if I forgot to do that last time. So you move. Try to move you at any rate. I swear I'm holding shift right now. Shift, pull. That does say shift. Okay. Not going crazy. Oh no, I'm not hitting shift. I'm hitting caps lock. Oh boy. Hop down here really quick. Get you moved. Nice. All right. I feel like you should be up a little bit more. Draw you in while we're at it. It's interesting. I wonder at one point I should start going sideways with this, because we're getting at such an angle that it might make sense. So for example, like that. Maybe down one, maybe the next level down. Maybe just not yet. Yeah, maybe just not yet. Okay. How's the rest of this animation look? Okay. I guess it looks okay. Save that guy. And then Z4. Rolling right along. Get a full entire printer animation done in an hour. Pretty nice. Yeah, we should have enough space. I wanted to get at least one more layer after this. So, and it looks like we're going to hit that. We can go up a bit more. So, that is good. And I should really be starting up here. Well, I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. Guess it don't matter. Nah, I do want to start up here. Just because this is the center point. That's the only reason. And again, save that guy just as a reference. No, that is fine. It's fine. Doink, doink. Don't know what happened there. Boo boo boo. What else we missing? Anything? No? Okay. Copy paste time. So. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what I did last time. I moved them all first. Yeah, that's what happened. You know how I got confused last time? It's because I copy and pasted the X gantry instead of moving the X gantry on each frame, and that's why I had to move it back after I was done. That makes sense. That's what confused me. Copy and paste in. Now let's draw in our blue boy here. Draw in some shoulders, a neck, and the start of a head. Neck's kind of skinny, but that's alright. I'm just thinking maybe I want to darken this up at the corners. Oh, I shouldn't even be drawing the head just yet. Derp. Because the head is at the nozzle height. Okie dokies. Copy paste. Yeah, that's fine. We can paste that. Alright, now we just fix the string and we're already rolling. And by string, I mean filament. It's one of these interesting things. I haven't been copy pasting the center one. Hopefully I've been consistent. And if I'm not consistent, I guess it's not that big of a deal. Again, a little bit of asymmetry. Go away. I did not mean to click you. A little bit of asymmetry, as I said before, is fine. And then you are doink doink. And you are yeah, let's see, back to the angle's getting really sharp here, so let's see how it looks this time. Yeah, that actually doesn't look that bad now. So I think we'll keep that. And that, I believe, is everything for this, what you call it, for this layer. So save it on to the next one. Save, save, save layer 5. Start at the top. Do not duplicate the top. Move each layer individually. And fix the rails, and by rails I mean the screws. Actually, leave that guy as is for reference. Let us grab that guy, fix the frame, and then darken. So this guy is now going to be here, so let's do that guy, and now we can recolor that guy in, and that guy in, and go back to darkening. So that's going to be like that. There we go. And copy paste. Let's draw our blue boy. And blue boy is never gonna get completed easy. Did we make blue boy too tall? Maybe he shouldn't have had shoulders. Maybe giving him shoulders was a mistake. Ah, poor blue boy, never gonna be completed. I'm sorry, blue boy. This is my fault. Control Z. Do. Whoops, that is not correct. do. And because this guy's a bit weird, I will go ahead and pop back and forth here to make sure that these two are exactly the same, because again, the shape is a bit weird here and it's gonna stick out if I don't. At least I'm pretty sure it will. So let's pop back and forth. Okay, it is the same now, so I don't have to be as paranoid about it. Try again. And you are really going to be a mess, aren't you? I guess there. I guess. Let me open that pop-out window again to get a better look at it, because that's a bit hard to see. Maybe I should move the stem over on the last one. Maybe I should. Maybe this should be right here instead. Whoops. Not like that though. Maybe this should be dragged over like that. Erase, erase. Yeah, that might be better. Alright. Awesome. Z5 done. Right, didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. Nice, 55 minutes, and we got a full sprite done. Nice, 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 nice. The only question would be whether or not we want to somehow remove this guy from the printer. Yeah. Alright, so the only reason I'm not removing him from the printer is because the only way really to remove him from the printer is to send him off the front side. Have the bed swing forward and then kick him off the front. And again, I'm not exactly sure how I can animate the forward and backwards movement when we're straight on here. If we were a little bit more isometrically aligned, then I could animate forward movement and therefore move the bed forward, and then I have the figure, in theory, fall off the front or something like that. At least try to make it look like that. But we have no forward and back movement right now, so I am not going to attempt it because it won't make sense. Actually, I mean, it could in theory make sense, but we will resolve that issue with other animations. So, cool pixel art stream. Do we want to do another pixel art, or are we going to say that we have accomplished something and move on with our life? That is a question. And by move on with our life, I mean end the stream here, because this is the third stream today. And it is getting later. So again, it's 9:30 right now. Local time, 9:30 p.m. local time. At the time of recording. If I spend another hour, it'll be 10:30. I do still have coffee. Well, I'm about to finish my coffee. Coffee officially finished. Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and do another one. Let me just, because I'm paranoid, hit the save button again. And let's go ahead and make another pixel. Leave. Create sprite. Alright, this one I actually want it to be too wide, because the other one I wanted to do was... Where can I find size? Alright, there we go. So 64. Do not maintain aspect ratio. Actually, maybe I do want to maintain aspect ratio. No, I do not. I still want the height to be 32. And the other sprite I was thinking when I was setting up for the stream is my desk. Maybe a little bit redder. Let's see. Kind of want a redder brown. Yeah, I guess that works. Close. Pretty close. Relatively close. Could be a little bit brighter. I don't want to make it too orange is the only thing. I want it to be brown, but a little bit... Yeah. Let's stick right there. Alright, time to draw the desk. Mr. Desk. And... my desk is not strictly symmetrical, but it can be in here. How wide, though, is correct width? Oops, Control Z. Oh my goodness, why can I not draw straight lines? Did I want to go that high even? So I wanted it to be wide because I need to fit 2 monitors on it to fit 2 monitors on it, I also we'll leave that for right now. We'll clean it up. Is this too wide? I went double wide, but was double wide the correct width? Should I perhaps have only gone 50% wider, let's say? I probably should have. I probably should have just gone 50% wider. So let's resize. So 32 plus 50% is about 15, 16, 15 and a half. 32 plus 15 is 45. We'll call it 45. Now let's go ahead and delete everything because we don't actually need any of this stuff. And redraw the frame. I'll clean up that frame in just a second. Actually, don't need to clean it up if I just make it too wide, right? Cool. Does this need to be a little bit taller? Swap. Do this. Cool. All right. I think that's all right. I think that's all right. Maybe lighten this guy up a little bit. Whoops, that is not lighten. That is lighten. Just trying to round over the corners a little bit. Back to, whoops, successfully saved. I don't know what you saved it as, except for maybe new Piskel. Yeah, see, that's just, screw it. We'll leave it like that. Round the corners a little bit. All right. Guess I'll do this. Do that, and then in theory, I'm supposed to have these guys in here. Actually, I'll do those in a different color. So, before we get there, anything else I need to draw? Well, I do need to draw this kick plate type thing that I got back here, but this all needs to be darker. Darker. We'll make it a little bit darker. And then let's make you a little bit lighter. Oops, because you are in the foreground. Well, not really because you're in the foreground, but because you are different. All right, now let's draw keyboard in here. And let's make that, rather than a strictly black, a gray. Keyboard, mouse. And then over here we got CPU number 2. Dun, 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 dun. The CPU does not actually do anything. I mean, it does do stuff. It just does not do anything most of the time. I do not use it very often. It is my old CPU that had serious stability issues, and I'm trying to decide what to do with it for colors, just because it is actually flat black across the front of it. So there's not really anything interesting on it, any details. So I think I'm just going to make stuff up here. All right. And then let us come back to this guy and just lighten him up a little bit. And draw these guys in over here. And then, well, I probably shouldn't draw the third guy because we also need to draw my subwoofer. Joink, 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 joinks. And lighten up the center of it. That is darken up the center of it. There we go. All right. Now let's get the monitors in here. And we could symmetric this. I don't actually have symmetrical monitors, but we can pretend like I do. And we can also pretend like I can draw squares. Okay, where's my center line? That's my center line? Yeah, that is my center line. All right. We have an odd number now. Okay, that's fine. They can, so technically speaking, yes, my monitors do have a gap between them. I normally don't have them pulled all the way together. So technically this is correct. In theory, they should kind of be butted up against each other, but I almost never actually have them butted up against each other, so technically correct, like I said. And, well, let's just grab straight black for that guy. And then we can fill this in with white, I guess, for right now. Whoops, not you. You. A white is way too aggressive. We will not be using white. Let's use an off-white. That way we don't kill our eyes. Alright, so next we need this guy. This one's gonna be interesting, so just because of the size, I probably won't draw it the full square. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of gonna have to be something like that. I should grab a darker color though, just to make sure it stands out from the monitor. And these are going to be bright white because those are the lights, the lights that I have installed. And let's get a little bit of red in there at the corner, just because they are mounted up there. Although that is a little bit of a vibrant red, so let's cool that off a little bit. Okay. So there is that, and then while we're up here, actually this should not be that. Right now it's on this side, so I'll just toss that up there. Actually, back to size constraints. Do something like that. That is the camera mount, my camera mount that we designed on stream for the top of my monitor. And then we just need some more red here. Again, size difference, so we're not going to draw the full square, but these would be my speakers. And actually we can go more of a gray on these guys. And then a straight black, full on black for the actual speaker parts. And then we're just going to want to draw a dial on one of them for the volume. How to draw? Yeah, I mean, I only have 4 squares here, so I can't get it center, and I don't want to make them any wider. So I guess that's where we're at. Now, technically speaking, my speakers are not that tall, but It's one of those things. Artistic liberties are being taken here. Yeah, I mean, the only other option is to shrink them down vertically and shrink them down horizontally so they maintain proportions, at which point they'll be only 1 pixel wide. So I will exaggerate their size a little bit just for the sake of being a little bit more recognizable. Alrighty. Kind of feel like I need to do something else with the desk. Oh, sorry. With the colors of the desk, because the desk is quite flat here. This shading is quite flat. I'm just not entirely sure. Let's see if we darken up the edges maybe a little bit. Do something like this. Yeah, might have helped. Yeah, I think that might help. Whoops, don't do that. Draw a straight line. Dude, draw a straight line. Do. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with the keyboard. I think this kind of helped the rest of it, but the keyboard not so much. This is a little difficult because this probably should be 3 wide, but the proportions would be wrong then. So probably just leave it like that. And actually, here's what we should do. I take it back. Maybe do this. Does that help? What if I lighten this up instead? Whoops. I don't know. I think I'll think about that one for the moment. I do think adding the offsets over here helped a little bit, the color offsets, but I'm not so sure about the center part here. So we'll sit here and think about that, or we won't sit here and think about that. I will think about that over time. Otherwise, what else? You know what? I should probably throw my lift pod on the desk. So let's grab some green. That is quite the vibrant green. I mean, technically speaking, that was a pretty close green to what I actually printed it in, but for this in particular, that is not going to fly. And I'm moving it to the edge of the desk. Well, let me move it to this edge. I wanted it off center from the screens because I actually want to animate the screens is where I'm going with this. So that is why I moved it away from the center of the desk. Boom, 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 boom. Control Y. I mean, technically speaking, this is how I have it set up. Actually, technically speaking, it is more like this. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's compromise. And then, this is my camera right here. And actually, that's going to be a little bit hard to draw, because it's intersecting too much with the monitor. Let us select this, drag him over closer to the edge so that it is not intersecting so much with the monitor. Actually, you know what? Let us pretend like my lift pod is not the way it normally is. Actually, it's one of those things you don't really know what that is from the side, I guess. I wonder if it's possible to tell from the side, or whether or not I should have this facing forward. I mean, it does make sense facing forward, but. Yeah, it's going to be facing forward. I have determined. Because the fact of the matter is that if you can't tell what it is, then what's the point of drawing it? So, we are going to toss these over here. Line this up a little bit. And then draw that, lighten that up a little bit. Whoops, that is not the lighten tool. There we go. I guess do the blue light like that. I don't know. Maybe more like that. One of these things where it's a little small to be drawing. What if I move you down? No, doesn't really work. A little difficult, not really enough space to draw it. What if I do this? Put that in there? No? Okay. Lighten these corners up a little bit. Do that. What is the best way to draw this camera? Like that? You know what? That's not terrible. That might be workable. Okay. Let's see. Anything else to draw on my desk that is permanent? Well, my microphone, but my microphone is currently in front of the camera. My microphone comes from the left-hand side of the desk because that's closest to my CPU. Also, back to right-handed, so my right hand is more free on the right-hand side. Honestly, this is one of those situations where Actually, you know what? I was going to say the image might be getting a little crowded. But what if... What if we did something like this? I'm just sketching this out really quick. We'll fix the... I'll put the microphone up here. Nah, you know what? Image is quite crowded as is. So we will leave the microphone off right now. And if I feel like it's really important in the future, we will then add it back in. Otherwise, now it's time to animate the screens. Because the screens are the only thing that I really... Actually, you know what? What is this going to do if I do this right here? Alright, it's going to just destroy that. I was thinking maybe... try to texture this a little bit. The speaker mesh. Yeah, I guess that works. Okay. Okay. Now, what do we animate on the screens? Huh. Good question. Ah, I know. Okay. Is there a way to do this? I don't think there is. So in GIMP, if I was doing this in GIMP, I'd put this on a layer behind this. So I'd have the white screen on the furthest back layer. And then the text I'm about to put on here on the next layer up. And then obviously this stuff in the foreground, the rest of this in the foreground. And that would make it easier for me to animate this going across. But for the time being, I mean, given that for the time being, which is going to be forever because I do not have the capacity of doing that, we will go ahead and animate it by hand. What color? I use red for a lot of stuff is my only issue here. So I want it to be vibrant enough to stand out, so I don't want to go with a dark blue. I like dark blue, but it doesn't stand out enough. Actually, we could go full gamer, I guess. Okay, we're gonna go full gamer. Let me, on another screen, pull up MS Paint so I can see how this is going to be, how this is going to end up. On to the water since we're done with the coffee. And let me zoom in on MS Paint so I get pixels. And there's the pencil tool. Can I zoom in more? Nope, that's the max you're going to give me. Huh, alright. So this is not going to be a paint tool. This is going to be a GIMP. Give me GIMP. Actually, I already have GIMP open because I was doing the, the thumbnail for this stream. Let's save the thumbnail before something happens. Alright, that's saved, so now I'm just going to close it, and let's open up a new, and this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 by 9 pixels. 9 by 5 pixels, rather. Width times height. Okay. Where is it? Can't you zoom me in on it so I don't have to find it on my screen? Alright. So, let us draw. I know you can't see anything right now. That's okay. Size 1. Right, I only have 5 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Maybe I should have made my monitors bigger. This is gonna be difficult. Okay. Will it fit? That is the quick question. Can I actually fit this with 5 pixels? Yeah, I can. Okay, it's doable. So, first one is going to be this, and we'll see how long it takes you to figure out what the what is coming across the screen right here. Then I can select, drag you over. I guess that's not going to work terribly well. Let me get the background color set to the gray that we used on here so that I can fix it. And then swap back. First one to guess wins. Swap, draw, oops, that's not draw. Draw, swap. Where is GIMP? Bring GIMP back up so that I can see what I'm drawing. Okay, it is just that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I kind of wish, I mean, it's going to be what it is. Kind of wish that I had more white space around it, but we do not have that luxury. Duplicate. Do. X, pencil, draw, duplicate, rectangle select, X, pencil, whoops, wrong. Now we can X, and you are there, there, and there. Duplicate, S for select, pencil, there, there, X, pencil, X, there, and if you have not gotten it by now, you lose. I'm sorry. Because it should be obvious what is going on here. Oh shoot, I didn't save that last frame. This is in fact BRB, which I gotta put up every once in a while. Whoops. So, this works. Gets the job done without me having to put it in big text on the screen. Whoops. I can move it like that. That's fine. Did I forgot to save the screen again? I did. Shoot me. Animating by hand is hard. Duplicate. Select. Move. select, move, X, pencil, draw, X, boink, 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 duplicate. There we go. Select, move, select, move, select, move, X, pencil, draw. Actually, this one is just a straight line anyway, so I didn't need to, whoops, pencil. Didn't need to do that. And duplicate. Select. Select. Move, pencil X, draw. This is many, many frames. Many more frames than we have for anything else. And it will all be worth it. This was the very point of doing sprites, was for something to have for you to look at while my hands were not on the screen or Fusion was not doing anything. Although it would be nice if there was something. Yes, I did just zoom out there because I had totally forgotten what was to the left here. I forgot the camera was to the left. It would be nice if this automatically did this for me. You know, whenever I forgot to swap screens, it just automatically puts something else up for you to look at, because that would probably distract me when I looked over and I would realize, oh wait, I'm not on the right screen at that point. Whoops. Just need to write an AI to watch the stream, and then every time I forget, don't do that. Every time I forget, just do something to harass me, make funny faces on the stream, because evidently I have such a difficult time. Ow. Evidently I have such a difficult time noticing that the stream has not swapped over. I'm working on it. I swear I'm working on it. Even if it seems like I'm not making progress, I'm making a little tiny bit of progress each time with making sure that this stream is actually pointing at the correct screen. And this is one of those things, if you get into programming, if you're not currently programming, and you get into it, when you first get into programming, you come across situations like this where I'm manually moving this across the screen, and you go, you know what, I could write a program to do this for me, which you're absolutely correct. You can write a program to animate these words across the screen, and it will take you far longer, as it turns out, to do that than to just manually grab each of these pixels and drag them across. That's the hilarious thing about programming, is you sit there and you go, oh man, I can automate this, and it will only take me, half an hour to automate it. And sure, it will only take me half an hour to do it by hand, but if I ever have to do this again in the future, then I just saved myself half an hour, because it will take the computer 5 seconds. And then you never actually need it again in the future, and you realize that you just wasted half an hour debugging stuff. I mean, you say it takes half an hour, but it ends up taking an hour, is the problem. And then it took an hour, and you don't save any time because you never actually come back and use it again. That being the point. So anyway, this is a very opportune time for me to BRB. So I'm going to BRB really quick, and you can stare at this BRB on the screen. And I am back. So, one of these funny things, I got up, and as I was walking, I went, wait a second, I totally forgot to save this as a desktop. You know, just save this blank desktop as a separate file. And the next thing I thought of was back to programming. These screens should honestly just be programmed, should just be their own sprites, and I should just paste them on top of the sprite once it goes on the thing. So, one of those deals that I will fix off stream, not worth fixing at the moment. So I will come back through, extract these two screens, and then save them as their own, as their own screens, as their own sprite animations, rather. So, anyway, back to where we were at. So we have not moved the bee yet. Cool. What did I just click and why? Okay, there we go. Do not do that, please. Thank you. Having to click off is a little annoying. But I will try not to be a grumpy old man. Try. I'm not guaranteeing. And now you are going off the other side. Congratulations. You are gone. There. Pencil. Draw. Duplicate. Select. Everything except for the last row. Drag over. Drag over. And now this screen is clear, so we don't have to touch the screen again. Yay. Duplicate. Winter time. This is many, many frames. I said that earlier. I know. I like repeating myself. One of those things, as you can see, we're moving 1 pixel per frame. I probably could have sped that up. I probably could have had half as many frames, and it would be just fine. We have some flexibility here, is what I'm going to claim. We have the flexibility to run this at a slower resolution if we need to, without it looking choppy. Slower frame rate, rather, not resolution. Derp. Don't do that. Don't do that either. Whoopsies. Falling apart. We're at the home stretch and we're falling apart. And duplicate. Grab. Move. Click off. Pencil. Almost there, almost there. Onto that subject I said of, you know, you could write a script. You absolutely could write a script to do what we're doing here, moving this 1 pixel thing. This is funny because this very well could be one of those situations opposite of what I was saying earlier, where maybe I do end up needing this and doing this over and over and over again, and I would save myself actually time scripting it up. The only hesitation I got with claiming that that is the case, the only reason I think that may not be a case, or better stated, is that I don't know what other text I would run across the screen. The BRB makes sense. Maybe loading soon, I guess. So, loading soon, ending stream, I guess. Yeah, okay. I guess there are other phrases that I would run across here. So I guess it would make sense to write a script to do this. but that's all right. We did it. We have it done. This is now complete. So it's one of those things. There is value in that. And you should not be a new pixel. You should be desk BRB. Save in browser. Save a pixel. And now let us delete everything. Yeah, I'm going to delete everything first, and then I'm going to reload it back in. So we are deleting everything for right now. Saving as desk. Save in browser. Not that button. Save as pixel. Now let's load that back in. Desk BRB. The other thing I wanted to do here is paint all pixels. Hopefully, actually, that looks like that might be a vibrant red. I said let's go full gamer. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that is not the same color red. Good. So this is what I wanted to do. Actually, I guess we should do this instead. So red, orange. Where's the bright orange? I want a bright orange. Find a bright orange. You know what? I do not feel like what you call it. I do not feel like trying to track this down. So orange hex code. And color what's the one site I liked using? I mean, I recognize color hex. Color dash hex. Is this the site I liked using? Yeah, this is the site I like using because it gives you a whole bunch of different options. You know what? This is a fine. So FFA 500. FFA 500. I guess that's orange. It's funny, it doesn't look as orange, but whatever, I'll take it. Alright, so that's that. And then yeller. Red, orange, yellow, green. Roy G. Biv. Blue. Indigo. Violet. Cool. And now we just repeat. Red, orange. Whoops, not there. Orange. Okay. That is maybe a little too quick. I probably should have considered that. I just looked at the preview screen, and the preview screen is quite... you're not really getting the colors as much. The other option is that I could transition the colors a little bit slower, as in fade. I could add more fade, but shoot, where did my other green go? Actually, let me add another palette. Save. Wait. Current colors. New palette. I want that. How do I add that to the palette? Manage this palette. Darn. Alright. Let us do this. Copy that. Edit this palette. Paste that in. This guy can just be FOs. FOs is red. And then let's save for now because I need to come back up here. Red, there's my orange. Select that one. Copy that color. Edit this. Grab that. Slide you down. Add another color. Save. Grab my yellow. Do not have a yellow. There's my yellow. Edit. Paste. Save. There's my blue. Red, orange, yellow, blue. Green, blue. But I already have green. That did not work. There we go. Save. Grab that. Grab that. Edit. Plus. Paste. Save. Grab that. Edit. Copy. Edit. New. Paste. Save. There we go. Alrighty. So back to where we're at. So red, orange, orange, green, yellow rather, not green. Yellow, yellow, now green, green, green. Scroll down. We might be okay. I'm just glanced over to gauge whether or not we need to slow down the color changes again. I think we might be alright, but I will get these colors in first and then make a determination because it's not that difficult to come back through now that we have our color palette set up. Yeah, I think it's alright. Red, orange. Orange, yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, blue, indigo, indigo, and violet is off the screen. Alright, now we game us. Save, desk, BRB, gamer. Save. Piscal, cool, nice. Alright. There we go. Spent about another hour, got some more solid amount done. I'm really happy with that. Oh shoot, we colored the, whoopsies, we colored the camera at some point. Where is that? I don't know how we, actually no, yeah, I don't know how we colored the camera because the camera is green. Wait, I don't, where is this? There it is. Okay. I don't know how that happened. Grab that. How did that happen? Did we do that anywhere else? Doesn't look like it. Okay, it looks like that's the only instance. Okay, cool, nice, sweet. All right, now we have a BRB rather, computer screen. We have a regular computer screen we can do other graphics on. And again, I will just go ahead and write a, well, I was going to say I'll go ahead and write a Python script to extract these windows after I said that writing scripts to do things that you should do by hand is probably going to take up more time than is necessary. Oh boy. Yeah, alright, I guess I will by hand off stream extract these these frames. It's actually not, it shouldn't be too difficult to do with GIMP because I should be able to bring the whole entire GIF in. I'll export this as a GIF and then bring the GIF in and crop the GIF canvas itself down, and that should work. I will still have the space in the center, but so long as nothing happens in the center, well, no. I should probably just crop the GIF canvas down and then just run through each frame, deleting, erasing using the eraser tool on this middle 3 pixels. Yeah, that's probably the way I'll do it. I'll probably go ahead and do it that way. So yep, I will get that done off stream because that is busy work that is not terribly creative. Otherwise, I will... let's go ahead and make that a stream. We'll schedule that stream for tomorrow. Do I want to do the controller first or that stream first? One of them will happen before lunch. The other one will happen after lunch. I've just got to decide which one I want to be more awake for is what it comes down to. See, the funny thing is that I feel like animating text across a 5x8 pixel window should require less brain power to do, and therefore I should probably do the that animation stream tomorrow morning first thing, and then the controller afterwards. The funny thing though is that I kind of feel like I'm gonna screw that up pretty bad if I'm not awake enough, but it's one of those things. I'll make sure to wake up. Well, I normally wake up at 7 on the weekends, but this morning I woke up at 8, so it's one of those things where hopefully I wake up at 7 tomorrow. Hopefully I don't wake up late again, because when I wake up late I tend to be groggier in the morning, so hopefully I do not oversleep again tomorrow, and then I will be plenty awake for the stream. So yeah, we will schedule that for tomorrow morning then. Text animation Python code tomorrow morning just to generate these computer screens right here for when I need text. And actually it should be able to animate just about anything. I should be able to put in any 5x infinity length window and then just have it split it across the 2 computer monitors. That should be perfectly doable. So yeah, that's the deal. We'll go ahead and do that. And I gotta fix this save really quick because we had to fix the camera. So that's that one. That one will have to be before lunch, and then after lunch we'll go ahead and do the hopefully the rest of the controller, the joystick design in Fusion, and then tomorrow evening probably some video games tomorrow evening. So I will go ahead and yeah, well, it's one of these things. I know I don't schedule ahead of time too much. I'm always scheduling anywhere between half an hour and 5 minutes, before the stream actually goes live, just because I tend to do a lot of running around and work on a bunch of different stuff at random times, and therefore I'm never completely sure. If I was doing this, full-time professionally, I'm sure I'd be able to. I stick to a schedule a lot more frequently, but yeah, you know what? I will go ahead and schedule that right now. I will schedule and make a commitment that at, let's say, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, yeah, I'm going to schedule the first stream for 10 a.m. tomorrow morning and the second stream for 1 p.m. There we go. Making that commitment, we're going to go ahead and commit to those times and not be late. We're going to not be late. And I will catch you guys then. So anyway, if you've hung out for these 2 hours that the stream has been going on, thank you for hanging out. And as always, I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. And I will catch you next time.